What's up guys, welcome back. Kashimo was just introduced into Culling games. Awesome character. So let's draw him, the anime version. I've drawn the manga version already. He's in my videos if you're looking for that. But let's draw this one, sort of looking down at us. Cool, with the staff and everything. I'm on landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if we go too fast. So we're kind of like in 3/4 pose, looking up, right? So I sometimes find it's useful to get the nose in first. And we're going to go with a curve at first. So kind of curves this way, right? And this will go up to his eyebrow up there, right? So it'll curve down. And they kind of, they leave a gap here, right? So they don't do the curve at the tip of the nose. They just go sort of down this way. The animators who draw this. But again, it's like that capital letter L, sort of that way, or an upside down 7. They just leave that gap there. And then his nostril is like there, and then it looks like a nose, like straight away. So we have one eye in behind, right? So say like the eyebrow goes this way. It's all under hair, but it's probably best to draw it in first. It goes up that way, spikes, and it spikes off there, right? So we have an eye like in this gap, just here. So it goes, let's say, that way, starting there, right? And it'll curve up and over, sort of down to a spike, like for eyelash, sort of down here. And you can thicken it up a bit if you'd like. Just a darker, sort of heavier line. His eyeball kind of comes down this way, like that. You don't have to draw it in, but it kind of helps. And then he has these sort of lightning lines that go around his cheek. So it's kind of like, it's kind of purple in this gap. It's kind of purple in there. So he's looking down at us, right? So his green eye is kind of just in this area, right? So it'll sort of curve out from here. So it's kind of peeking out from behind the nose. And he's very small pupils. So I think like if the middle of his eye, I think it's just like, somewhere in there, kind of looking down at us. And then we have an eyelid line just between the eyebrow and the eyelashes. So just a little curve like that. Okay. So his other eye is over here. So you're about eye width, right? This eye. So if you measured this, come over that much, and his other eye starts here. So it's about this distance, okay? And we have a diagonal line, and then it curves over the top, down the back, like that. And this one is kind of thick at the front, so we get this spike. And then it goes thicker back this way then. And then they do a little sort of spike off there. And then again, his bottom eyelid is basically just that purple line underneath his eye. So it's this sort of lightning thing, but we get the sort of bottom eyelid shape first, right? Sort of like that. Okay, so he has this purple lightning thing that comes out from here. So it's like a little spike at the front and then goes this way. And then we spike like kind of like lightning just down. Twice. There's another one that goes off. This goes underneath his hair somewhere like back here, but you can finish it and then erase it maybe afterwards or color over it. Okay. And then a green eye Again, just a circle coming up from the bottom eyelid line. And then a pupil like somewhere in the middle. Trying to get it as centered as we can. Like so. Then we have an eyelid line just above. And then an eyebrow again. Curving that way. And then add a place that you can color, so it's kind of spiky at the front. It's usually thicker at the front than it is at the back. And then mouth. So big smile, right? So top lip going this way. Down the back. And then a little curve up. So it looks like his mouth is closed, but we'll open it up. We'll add just sort of teeth. And then his bottom lip. Bit of a shadow in the corner there. Maybe a bit of a shadow there as well. And then we have some teeth in here. And then a little bottom lip sort of line that way. So we're looking up, right? So you can see his chin sort of down here and his jaw goes across and then his chin joins his neck. So just below, say like the jawline first, we'll go this way. It kind of goes like flat across, then it curves up. Sorry about that, my phone should be on silent. Okay, and then ear just joins the jaw in there. Okay, that looks a bit odd at the minute, but his chin is just across from this and it attaches to the neck. Okay, so it goes around here and it attaches down to his neck, so it goes down this way. This is because we're looking up at the face shape, right? And then this will curve in and out for his cheek. Right, so it goes in a bit and out at the mouth area, and then curve back in for his cheekbone into his eye. And then past this, it goes up to his brow, which we can't see because of all of his hair. So it just goes this way. So we have neck muscle line and like kind of the back of his neck or hair in there. And then we have some ear lines in here. Just the ligaments and bones a little bit in your ear. And then it's all about that hair then. So fringe all coming across the eyebrows and then down the sides a little bit. So we'll start maybe here. We'll do the side bits first. So you're just like thin spikes, right? Like so at first. So down this way. And some of them overlap. And there might be one like underneath. In there. And then going this way. Covers this lightning spike a bit on his eye. And then we go in. And then we have ones that come all across, right? So remember, like hair moves, you don't have to draw it exactly the way I am. Like it, as long as you get like the curve shape of them. and the general direction. You know, if you look at an anime, like, the hair moves all the time. It's in different directions. The animators draw it differently from scene to scene. It's not always the exact same. They just get the general feel of it. And these kind of stick out here. I think that's the last one on the fringe, and we can see some of these on the other side of his head kind of sticking out a little bit, so kind of curves out here. Just like 3 of them, I think. So they're kind of tied up like in the center of his head as well. So it kind of like bumps that way, and then it has another bump here, and then I think it comes down towards his ear then. That one, and there's like another, maybe like there. You know, it kind of hangs down behind his ear as well, a little bit. So there's like that kind of a thing. Maybe another sort of curve there. Some textures then in there. So it's all tied up at the back of his head here as well, but you can see the way his hair is tied up on the other side of his head, kind of poking out at the top here. And this is all hair as far as I know. It's not like tied with a string or anything. There might be one on this one. But say like this bumps this way. It's all bumpy. Might be the odd spike then coming out here, and you have another tied piece of hair up there. But we just get these spikes all the way down to the back of his neck first. This all just goes down this way then. I think it goes behind a collar somewhere in there, so I'll come back to that. But we got like some tied hairlines up here. So like all the textures that go that way, and then some that curve in onto his head that way. Just shows the direction it grows. And then, so then there's like a, you know, a few more spikes like sticking out here. And then this tube looking thing sticking out that way, I think. And there's a little thing there, and then some crisscross patterned sort of braiding or something, like so. And then the collar so comes across here, and you could fill in the gap for the hair then. So his collar just swoops down this way, and then you can fill in some hairlines then, just some texture sort of in there. So we will finish the collar and the shoulders. So it's like bumpy here. Get some folding lines going like that, just to show the fabric going in directions across his neck. And then we just head on down for his chest and his shoulder at the back. Fairly straightforward. You could finish it there, of course, if you wanted, but if not, you could try do the pipe. You could use a ruler. Can't see my ruler there at the minute, so I'll wing it. It's kind of like that. And then I might need my ruler for this part. It's too long. I will be back. Let's see. Like, try to line it up as best you can. Don't beat yourself up though too much if it's slightly off. You gotta go in between his hair as well. And then there is like a brass thing at the top. If you can fit it in, like I probably won't be able, so it's like here. Like a little cap or something on it. Like so. Loving Culling games at the minute. I'm like trying not to become just a Jujutsu Kaisen channel because there's so much I want to draw. It's just such a good looking show. Mappa do such a good job. I could just draw this show all the time. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.